I would like to go ahead and start this video out by giving a huge shout out to everyone who wished me a happy birthday and everyone who sent over birthday donations and birthday gifts. It meant the world to me. I can't even put into words how grateful I am. You guys really made me feel special this year, and I am extremely thankful for that. Now, with that being said, though, on my birthday, you might remember we all got some bad news. We all got the news that Karmelo Anthony was going to be allowed to graduate, which means that Karmelo Anthony still has not been formally expelled from school. Now, I don't know how the rules were when you were in school, but when I was in school, people would get expelled for way less. Meanwhile, we have Karmelo here, who literally killed someone, and they're still allowing him to graduate. They still have not officially expelled him from school. Why, you ask? Well, because of a little something called black privilege. You see, oftentimes, you'll have judges, bosses, teachers, and you name it, that are afraid to hold black people accountable for their actions because they don't want to be labeled as a racist or a bigot or something along those lines. So, as you guys already know, the little activist group that is representing Karmelo Anthony, they put a lot of pressure on the local school system. And when I say a lot, I mean they threatened Frisco ISD. They threatened them that if they do not allow Karmelo to graduate, that they would protest and they would riot and yada yada. Frisco ISD, they did not put up a fight. They basically immediately backed down and said, okay, here, we're going to allow Karmelo to graduate. So now when you take a step back and you look at the situation, Karmelo killed a kid at a track meet, but he's already out of jail. He's still going to be allowed to graduate. He has not been expelled from school. He has been sent hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm letting you guys know right now, the way things are working out, we are on track. We are on track for Karmelo walking away from all of this without doing any time. I hate to say it, and when you look at the facts of the case, Karmelo is most definitely guilty. It is not self-defense, but the facts don't really matter. And I know everyone has so much respect for the court of law. They have so much respect for the legal system. But guess what? Rules and regulations and even the law, they don't really apply to everyone. And just like if it was any other kid, they would have been expelled immediately after what they did to Austin. They would not be allowed to graduate. But guess what? Karmelo's not being held accountable for his actions. The school system, even though the rules and regulations state that Karmelo should not be allowed to graduate, that Karmelo should be immediately expelled, even though those are the rules and regulations, they're giving Karmelo special treatment. So when he goes to court, when the trial happens, understand the way things have been set up so far, that it looks like it may be set up in a way where Karmelo walks away. Because can we rely on a jury of Karmelo's peers to hold him accountable? I don't think we can. I don't think we can rely on a jury to hold Karmelo accountable, because up until this point, no one has held Karmelo accountable. So I'm sorry if I'm a little pessimistic here. It just looks like everything has been set up for Karmelo to just walk away unscathed, a free man, hundreds of thousands of dollars richer. Now, the activist who works for Karmelo's family, he put out a little statement saying that we are proud to share that Karmelo Anthony will graduate and receive his high school diploma, and that his academic achievements will not be disrupted. As the largest social justice organization in North Texas, we have worked diligently alongside the Anthony's family legal team to bring about this fair and student-focused resolution. This is a moment of dignity for Karmelo and a reminder of the power of advocacy done right. So this is a fair student-based resolution. It's totally fair that Karmelo is allowed to graduate. Meanwhile, right now, here in America, there are kids all over America who are not going to be allowed to graduate because of stupid, meaningless things. Because of things that are nowhere near as bad as literally killing someone at a track meet. You got kids that maybe got caught smoking on campus. You got kids that got caught skipping school. You got all types of random things that, high school seniors are doing. And there's so many of them that get in trouble doing little things and they're not allowed to graduate. Meanwhile, Karmelo killed someone and apparently everyone thinks it's fair. It's only fair if we allow Karmelo to graduate. It's only fair if we allow Karmelo to walk away a free man after stabbing Austin. Because you can't hold black people accountable for anything they do, or else you're a big bad racist. And if they made the local school system back down like this, what type of pressure are they going to be putting on judges? What type of pressure will they put on the jury? These are things that you definitely have to worry about. But you guys know I was really upset when I got this news, and I know a lot of you all were as well, but none of us were as upset as Jeff Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's father. And when Austin's father got this news, he went right down to the Frisco ISD building to try to talk to someone. But as of right now, it looks like they're dodging him. I feel like they should show that man some respect and talk to him considering what he just went through. But no, they're dodging him. They're going to make him make an appointment. They're going to talk in circles and try to justify why they're allowing Karmelo to graduate. But Austin's dad is ticked off. He's controlling himself. He's controlling his anger, but he is not happy. And he's trying to talk to someone about it. I want to go ahead and roll this clip really quickly. But before I do, though, if you guys support the channel, if you like the videos, consider supporting the channel in one of many ways. You can support for free by liking the video, sharing the video on social media, commenting down below, becoming part of the conversation. And if you're subscribed, make sure you put on all of the notifications for this channel. But if you want to take your support one step further, you can always do so via Cash App or Super Thanks. That's always greatly appreciated. And with that being said, let's go ahead and roll this clip of Austin's father, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Hi there, can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to come in and speak to someone, please.
I'm sorry, we're not allowed to let anyone in without an appointment.
The father of Austin Metcalf wanted to hear directly from Frisco ISD Superintendent Mike Waldrop what he heard from media reports on Tuesday. Those reports are that Karmelo Anthony will get his diploma later this month, despite being under house arrest and charged with murdering Metcalf's son, Austin.
I've been stonewalled, said, I understand the protocol. They said I have to make an appointment, which I did.
New online petition to award Metcalf an honorary diploma next year, when he would have graduated along with his twin brother.
The fact of the matter is it's not going to bring my son back. I mean, it's a nice gesture, but in the long run, my son doesn't get a diploma. So there's part of me that says maybe Mr. Anthony shouldn't get one either.
In Frisco.
Now, I already know that they're going to give Austin Metcalf's dad the runaround. I already know that they're going to mistreat Austin's dad they're going to treat Austin's dad like he's the villain of this story. And the reason why I know that is because Karmelo and Karmelo's family, they've been getting special treatment all around the board this entire time. They have been getting special treatment as if they were the victims in this story. The media has been giving them special treatment. I feel like law enforcement has given them special treatment if you look at how they were acting at the press conference and things along those lines. And obviously the local school system is giving Karmelo special treatment because not only are they allowing him to graduate, which goes all the way against all of their rules and regulations, but also they're hiding and withholding information about Karmelo that will make him look bad, that will be used against him in court. So, I don't know why, but it's like the red carpet has been rolled out for Karmelo, and they're coddling them and they're treating them like they're the victim's family. That's how Karmelo and his family are being treated. And Austin's family, they've been treated like dirt. Every step of the way, the media has not treated them fairly. I don't feel like law enforcement has treated them fairly. And obviously the school system is not treating them fairly. No one has treated Austin's family fairly. And it's disgusting that we keep seeing these people bow down for Karmelo and his family. Meanwhile, Jeff can't even talk to someone to figure out what's going on. But of course, the baby beating activist put out a little statement after Jeff went down to try to figure out what was going on. And here's what the baby beater had to say. We cannot and will not speak about the agreement made with Frisco ISD. That remains confidential and legally protected. However, it is truly a shame that anyone would go so far as to threaten a graduation ceremony or try to ruin a day that should be filled with joy, pride, and accomplishment for so many students and their families. So, of course, this baby beater, he never misses an opportunity to try to take a jab at Austin's family, especially his father. He's been doing it ever since he entered into this story. He's done it across multiple press conferences. He's released multiple statements taking digs at Austin's father. He released an entire video about a week or so ago taking digs at Austin's father. And, he's just not going to stop. He's purposely doing this to get Austin's father frustrated. And that's something that I realized early on, and I've been warning you guys about that, and I've been pointing that out for a couple of weeks now, that is what this baby beater is definitely trying to do. But, just sitting here, as I try to think and form words to say for this video, I can't help but share in the frustration that I just imagine Austin's family is feeling right now. And I imagine it's a helpless feeling, right? Because who can Austin's dad talk to? Who can he reach out to? And these people seem so accommodating. They're so helpful when it comes to things dealing with Karmelo Anthony. When it comes to making sure Karmelo graduates, we got to make sure Karmelo gets fair treatment. But when it comes to the father that just lost his kid, it's, oh, well, you got to make an appointment. We'll talk to you sometime. I doubt they treated Karmelo's family like that. You want to know why? Because then they would be accused of racism. And then they would be scared. Oh my God, someone called us racist. Someone called us bigots. So when Karmelo's family comes and buzzes the door, they let them right in and welcome them with open arms. Because they know they'll act a fool or act an ass and cause a riot or protest outside. But when Jeff shows up, just turn him around. He's not going to do anything. He's not going to say anything. Who cares if he just lost a kid? We'll talk to him when we feel like it. So I know it's frustrating. I know there's that helpless feeling. And it's just so unfair what Austin's family is going through. It's already bad enough that they lost their son, but now they're watching from the sidelines as Karmelo is given special treatment and he's propped up by his own community and hundreds of thousands of dollars are rolling in. And instead of, being held accountable, it looks like life is just going just hunky-dory for Karmelo Anthony. Just hunky freaking dory. Now, they've started this online petition to also give Austin Metcalf a diploma. And you heard Austin's father talk about it. I think that's nice. It's a nice gesture. But also, what I believe it really is, hey, we're going to give Austin Metcalf a diploma too. Please don't say anything about us totally breaking our own rules and regulations to give Karmelo a diploma as well, because we're scared that they may protest and riot outside of our building. Right? So, yeah, I'm happy that Austin may get an honorary diploma, but like Austin Metcalf's dad said, he's not really here to get it. And if Austin can't be here to graduate and get his diploma, then the person that killed him should not be allowed to either. And I think that's plain and simple. I don't think that's radical. I think that's reasonable. What's really unreasonable, what's really radical, is people thinking that you should be allowed to do what Karmelo did and not get expelled and still be allowed to graduate. That is what is unreasonable and radical. But for now, you guys let me know what you think. Go ahead and get radical down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell. And I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.